Hey guys, it's Levi Gates and welcome to DETALKS. We're here in the Rag Company and I've got Drake Beaudry, Lupo Motors.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
So Drake has a dealership that specializes in high-end exotics, luxury cars, and classics.
Classics, yeah.
And
anything we like.
basically,
Yeah.
You've also got some of those electric motorcycle bikes
Yeah.
in there that are pretty dope.
We got some military trucks because I
you
like
got your
them.
army truck, your
Jeeps, Pinsgauer.
Pinsgauer.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It is,
And your adventure
yeah.
trailers Jeep
Yeah.
with the top.
Oh yeah.
That's a sweet one
Yeah.
too. And before that, you had a full expedition ready Tacoma.
I did, yeah. It was built by the owner Nemo Tents.
Yeah.
And it was just built to the hilt.
That thing was cool.
Yeah, I mean, it went anywhere. And I sold it, and I was like, well, I never go camping this, and then I ended up with another Jeep with a fridge in it and stove.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I hope to get to use it
It's
this
like a
summer.
mini RV. It's
It
perfect.
basically is.
I told my
just
wife, I saw it, and I was like, that's what we need.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, okay, whatever, and just takes our fun.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I just need to use it. It's not going to be
Yeah.
the next problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to talk her into it, and then maybe talk you into selling it.
Sure.
You never know.
Yeah.
But
Everything's for sale.
yeah, exactly. huh?
Everything's for sale.
So what's the, with that mentality, what's one of your favorite cars that you currently have that you get to own, play with, drive? You've got an Ariel Atom.
Yeah, the Ariel Atom is definitely the most exciting thing. I mean, it is so fast. And we did a video with the Stradman on the Ariel Atom, and I think even he was surprised. And God, he's ridden and driven in almost everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then probably what else do we have in right now that's really cool? I really like, we have a 1986 Ferrari 328 GTB. And what's really cool about this one is it's such low mileage. I think it's 19,600 miles. And it's black on black, which there's only 6 built in 1986 that were black on black. So it is almost perfect.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
a beautiful
really,
car.
really nice. Yeah,
And it's like a classic Ferrari, so to speak.
Exactly.
For us growing up in the
Yeah, well, and
80s, you know?
the classic Ferrari market is so insane right now that most people can't afford a classic Ferrari. They just can't. You know, they're anywhere between $1 million to $80 million for a classic car. And, you know, it's just, you have to be one of the richest people in the world to be able to afford something like that. And this is entry level. I know it's still $112,000 is what we have it listed for, but, you know, it's a great investment. That car was $50,000 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, and it's got a good look.
Exactly, and it's got a real gated gearbox. So they talk about a Ferrari 3-pedal. That is a real gated gearbox, and there is literally nothing like driving a gated gearbox. It's amazing.
They're very different.
Oh,
that's for sure.
It's amazing.
I've driven
Yeah.
a couple. I had a customer that had he had a 72 California.
Oh wow! Oh man! Yeah.
Pretty wild.
250 GT California. Wow, that's
Probably,
crazy.
yeah.
Yep.
But it was. I remember it was forest green with
too.
like a tan or caramel
Yeah.
interior. And he used to. It was a car wash that I worked at.
That's
and
crazy.
he used to bring it into the car wash all the time and have us wash it. And one day he wanted to wash it and he didn't want to drive it because he was out of town. And so he called and the manager's like, I got to run you over. And I was like 19 years old.
Oh, dude.
He's like, I got to run you over. You
That's
gotta
the dream
pick
right
up
there.
so-and-so's Ferrari. You're driving. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, that's amazing.
This is the best thing in my
But
life.
yeah, but I remember driving it and it was my first time
Yeah.
in that,
Oh, yeah.
driving that gated.
It's crazy, and people don't realize how cool it is until you actually do it.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh my God, I need this in every one of my cars.
Never got to do it again after that.
Yeah,
but
and Ferrari doesn't do it anymore, and it's sad. So you have to buy, you know, they stopped, and the last V12 was the 599, and then the last V8 was the 430 that was even kind of an option, and those cars are just appreciating like crazy.
Wow.
You know, a 3-pedal 599 goes for $1 million, and a regular double clutch or E-gear or whatever goes for $150,000. So
that's crazy.
Just because of that gated 3-pedal, you know, everybody wants it. It's crazy, and I can see why.
Yeah.
But I don't know. 900,000 more is a lot for a gearbox. I'll just put
drive.
one in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not many cars that'll bring that much more money with
That's out of
difference
control.
between an automatic and a manual, basically.
Yeah, that's out of control. Yeah, for sure.
That's nuts. I've had, you know, I had one customer of mine that was very particular, and one of the things that bothered him the most about this area is rock chips and
It's real bad.
windshields chipping, and he literally bought, he had bought an M3, and he had it shipped from, he had a 911 Carrera 4S, and then he had got his M3, and it was a last body style, last like full manual before the newest body style
Yeah.
came out. And he had it shipped over from back east, got it, and on his way, he literally got it to his house, hopped in it, was bringing it to me to show it to me, and all he had to do was drive about 3 miles. He got 2 rock chips on the hood that actually
God.
took chunks of paint out,
Yeah.
and got a rock chip in his windshield. And he was so mad. He's like, I haven't had this thing less than 20 minutes.
No kidding, yeah.
And I've got 3 rock chips on it. And so, and he was bringing it
sucks.
over because he wanted
Yeah.
to show me. And he's like,
Yeah,
let's,
it's so cool.
I need
Yeah.
you to look at it. And
Yeah.
so the next car he got, so we got all that fixed, taken care of for him. But the next car he got, he had it delivered to a PPF installer to have them do everything before. The problem was they were overbooked, and they had it sitting in their parking lot for about 6 weeks before they got it to him. So we had to go over there and clean it probably 3 times.
Yeah.
Because they were like, hey, we're going to start working on it.
And then they don't.
So we go clean
Yeah.
it. And they weren't ready to. And then we go
Yeah.
clean it again. They weren't ready to.
Yeah.
But the last one, he bought when he got he bought that BMW back because he sold it. He bought it back. It ended up going to a private collector who literally just parked it and didn't move it. So he got that car back with only the miles that
nice.
he put on
Yeah.
it, which was, I mean, probably
That's
under
crazy.
3.
Yeah.
And this time he was like, he called and said, I'm not getting in that car. You can come to my house.
Yeah, exactly.
And so the guys did. So
That's cool.
The boys went and
Yeah.
met him at his house and washed both of them. And
Yeah.
he had his GT4 and his
That's cool.
and the BMW and took care of it there for him. But it was he had the worst luck with those cars for some reason. Just
sucks.
he bought a 911. The back bumper wasn't painted on it from the factory.
Yeah.
Showed up with half a bumper not painted, which was typical then.
Man, yeah. Oh, yeah. That reminds me of my grandpa just bought a Ferrari Testarossa, brand new, I think in 1990. And he was on his way home from buying it, and a retread blew on a semi-truck right in front of him.
Oh, my gosh.
You know, that's an all aluminum car. So it just walked right up the hood and just destroyed the whole thing.
Wow.
You know, and I think that was on the Testarossa, either Testarossa or a 328. But yeah, and the truck driver just about crapped his pants,
Oh,
I
I
think,
could imagine.
when he turned around the corner. I think he said he almost started crying or something like that because, you know,
Yeah, you
of
don't
all the
expect-
chances
yeah.
to hit a brand new Ferrari in the Northwest behind you on a
Yeah.
semi-truck, you know. So he was not happy. Yeah.
So your family used to build armored cars too, you said?
So we actually don't build them. We outsource all of
Okay.
our armoring because of the licenses, and the government is ridiculous when it comes to that, and the insurance. So we outsource it to different armoring companies all around the world. But we outfit the cars, you know, and the motorcycles with lights and weapon systems and sirens and, you know, everything that you can imagine.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then we send them out to be armored because we don't want the liability of it, basically.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Definitely not worth it. Yeah, and so we did that for quite a while, and after we closed the car stores, and they're still doing it, I just sit in my little office and do this now, and I get to enjoy cool people that came in. There was a kid that came in the other day named Ethan. He actually messaged me off Instagram, and he asked if he could I think he's 12 or 11.
Yeah.
He asked if he could come just look at the cars, and he was super respectful. So I said, of course, because we're usually, you know, closed and keep the doors locked and things. And his mom came down, and, you know, he was so happy to see the cars. And unfortunately, she told me that his dad just passed away, and this was so awesome to be able to, you know, make him happy and smile. And that's what's cool about doing what we do. Is I was talking about with another one of my clients. He bought the yellow 458 Spider from me, and that's the coolest part about having these cars, is getting to share them with people that maybe couldn't afford them or can't afford them.
Or have never seen them. I mean,
especially in Boise.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're not, you know, for those of you that are watching around the world and in other spots, our town's unique in the sense that we don't have, we're the biggest metropolis in farms.
Yeah.
And then our closest neighbor is Salt Lake, and they're 4.5 hours, 5 hours away. And so we are kind of landlocked, so to speak,
for sure,
in the realm of big city life. And so we don't get this kind of stuff. So, you know, having you guys at Cars and Coffee and getting to see these and having the kids see them.
It was cool.
My kids get a kick out of it. They were at Cars and Coffee this last weekend, and they got to see the cars, and they love seeing that stuff.
Well, in going into dealerships when I was a little kid, you know, people really wouldn't take the time or, you know, and I'm busy and I understand, but you know, if someone is super respectful and calls me or just asks me, hey, can I come down and check out the cars? I always try to make the time because I wish somebody would have done that for me.
Yeah.
You know, but it's the people that just knock on my door and say, hey, I'm coming in to look at the cars, and I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
sorry,
Yeah.
no, you're not, because you know they're so expensive and we deal in cars that are so old and rare that, you know, you touch a mirror wrong and it breaks off. Well, the car's not original anymore. It doesn't have its original mirror. You know, there was an instance on my Jag where somebody was just walking by it, and you know, I had an XK140M coupe, and the mirrors are way out on the fenders.
Yeah.
Somebody just walked by and twisted the mirror around, and it scratched all the way around on the fender. And it's just, it was an accident. You know, I mean, you can't prevent everything from happening, but you know, it's just, you need to help as much as you can because it's irreplaceable.
Yeah.
And that's probably one of the cars I regret selling the most, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that car, I was a second owner. It came from our Jaguar store new in the 1955.
Nice.
It was owned by my grandfather's friend from 1955 to 2016, and my grandpa's dealership took care of it its whole entire life. And the only modification to it was a little tiny pipe holder in front of the shifter, which is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, it's a nice accessory.
Exactly, it fits perfectly. And I bought it in July, and I think I put 3,000 miles on it over the summer in a XK140, so I was really driving it.
Yeah, you were enjoying it.
Yeah, and that's what I like to do. I like to drive my cars.
Yeah.
And I ended up selling it to a really nice guy in Switzerland who's kind of creating, it sounds like, this museum.
Oh, cool.
And but what a better place to be is in the Swiss Alps.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's the perfect place for it.
That's
So,
awesome.
but I do regret selling it. I miss it, so I know I just need to buy something else, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scratch that itch.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, cool, man. Well, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it, Drake. Thanks.
Yeah,
and
of course.
you guys can check out lupomotors.com. You can check out all of what Drake's got in the inventory. It's always changing. You're always buying
changing.
new stuff.
Yep. Yeah.
And you can email him there and
Yeah.
get all his info right there at lupomotors.com. And for more videos, you can stay tuned right here, the Rag Company YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.